Hi, everyone. Good evening. This is Elma. Good afternoon, I believe, in Europe, and good morning if you are somewhere in the US. And tonight I have Harish of CrawlQ.AI. Well, hi, Harish. Welcome back,
Yeah,
by the way.
thank you.
And if you recall, we did a series of three live streams with Harish last year, I think around October, where we have discussed marketing funnels, and we during that time we've also shown you how CrawlQ, how we have to train Athena of CrawlQ for us to get the right output that we are looking for. Okay, but and if you recall last time, to the third how do you call it, the third live stream we had uh, CrawlQ, Harry showed us the beta version of the new way to set up a workspace. At that time, it was only on beta, but now it's really live, and it has really made using CrawlQ much, much, much easier. And what's even better is that Harish and the CrawlQ team has incorporated GPT 3.5 and GPT-4, both of them, into CrawlQ, and it trained Athena to write in a hypnotic language pattern. Now, sorry, Harish, I still have to explain one more thing to them. Okay, so when it comes to NLP, okay, because I have studied marketing. Okay, I'm a marketing professional. I had to study marketing, and um, NLP for me was neuro linguistic programming. So it's a specific language pattern that
Yeah,
we use to to talk to our audience, so that we can establish rapport, so that we can um, we can easily get their attention, and they can trust us much easier. And then I found the LTD groups, and they talk about SEO tools, and they talk about NLP, which is
mm,
natural language processing. And it's like I got so confused at that time. What is that NLP? So just before this, I clarified with Harish that, hey, are we talking about the psychology NLP or the technical SEO NLP? So we are going to talk about the psychology NLP. So this has nothing to do with the natural language processing. Okay,
I, I
so yeah,
will.
sorry,
Yeah,
I have a lot of explanation to do. So okay, while we are on it, tonight we are going to do a live demo for one of our audience. So if you give us your website URL, main topic of interest, and target audience, we are going to train Athena or CrowQ live right in front of you, and we are going to do some outputs based on your inputs. Okay, so thanks again, Harish. So
yeah,
it's all yours now. Sorry, long explanation.
no worries. And I will also bridge this gap between neuro-linguistic programming and natural language processing. So I'll show you how with CrawlQ and Athena we married them together, and that's why it's very interesting to see it. Before that, I think I put my demo shirt today, so it's something like that. I investigate, I test, and I execute. You might have seen me posting it, but I love this T-shirt, and that's what message I want to give. That before everything that you see, it's a lot of investigation, testing, and then execution goes in here with CrawlQ team. Okay, so let me share my screen, um, and I will select my entire screen. Later, just let me know when you see my screen. Yeah.
Not yet. Okay, now we can.
Yes, yes. And before I jump into the tool, I want to show a image or an infograph. Now, please tell me that you see this infograph.
One more. Yes, we can see the infograph, and let me move
Okay,
this one
okay,
below.
very, very good. And then we can see the full. So a lot of time I get this question, how CrawlQ is different than rest of the tool, and even GPT or Chat GPT 3.5 or 4. Let me explain this with this graph. So when we talk about Chat GPT, so Chat GPT is here, regardless of version of model 3.5 or 4, it has been trained on the vast data on internet, right? You know that OpenAI has developed this model and they have everything they can do, except they could not get the old books in the museum and print them or scan them, right? But they have done every data that exists on the internet, they have trained. So we have baseline model. Now, here we have with CrawlQ, we developed an extensive approach to create audience persona. And of course, many people remember that in the beginning we were asking a lot of questions and we fine tuned our model, and we now come to a stage where you do just two or three input, but you have extensive audience persona data, you have market insights, you have different data sources from Reddit, Quora, that you can do social listening, you have your product data, you have business taxonomy. So we combine what ChatGPT already know from internet, and we combine together all this information which is very specific to your niche and your product, your business, and then we make a contextualized engine, and we called it contextualized AI engine Athena. Every time Athena make a prediction, new, so you put it a prompt and it makes a new prediction. And unlike ChatGPT, it is a contextualized prediction. So it contains the information from your audience persona, market insights, everything that it has learned. So it's already a learned model. And then we have on top of this different types of brief. So let's say neuro linguistic pattern or creative briefing, all this information combined together, and also you have the opportunity to interact. So with either with RollQ or with Chat Athena, you can make some corrections, and the next prediction it is going to make is based on your inputs. So then we are calling it in context learning. So this is different than most of the tool that are market in the market. What most of the tool do is like fine tuning of the data with lot of pre-prepared data, and without naming tool, this is the kind of architecture of most of the tool, that they have fine-tuned model behind them, and that's why they find it very difficult to integrate GPT 3.5 or 4 or any advancement, because they need to restructure their architecture again. Here, what we build on the foundation from the beginning is working like charm, because it's just learning from your input, and it's called in context learning. So you don't need to go and retrain again all these models, because imagine if we have collected a lot of data and fine tuned to produce a blog, to produce social post, everything that we did in the past. Now if we are only fine tuning, then we need to collect all this data again, and again we need to fine tune, and that's why it is difficult for most of them to do this. But here with this contextualized engine, which is almost like another engine sitting in between, creating dynamic prompts and giving examples live to the model, and that's why you learn kind of a pattern, and the output then become more human centric, more human, more creative. And that's a big difference between what ChatGPT will deliver and what CrawlQ plus Chat Athena that we have developed will deliver. Now, when I talk about this neuro-linguistic pattern, then there is a vast amount of data that goes on top of this, and I call it creative briefing. So you can imagine brand goals. For example, you can have brand awareness, you want to develop a community, you want to drive a website traffic. So all these different types of creative goals, plus your audience profile, because your audience can be boomers, champions, economic decision maker. You have different types of creative theme, adventure, amazement, tonality of your brand, of your product. You can mimic a style of from Alex Baker to Eugene Schwartz to Donald Trump to any personality that you want, right? There are different types of personality types, literary devices, and very interesting that what you mentioned in the beginning, Elma, was this different types of hypnotic techniques. So we have multiple types of hypnotic or neuro-linguistic pattern here, which I have collected by hand from books and resources, almost more than 144 different types of technique. Now all this happen magically in the background by Athena. How? Because Athena, based on this data about audience, persona, product detail, automatically predict the best creative brief, and it fills in this type of template, which I was also sharing, by the way. So you can also learn it yourself how to create this template, fill this information, and you can also use an Athena, and it will also produce the same result. But imagine that everything is dynamic and automated in the backend, because if I ask you one time, they okay, what kind of style you want to mimic, you will for fun tell me I want to do Donald Trump, but it's not that your audience want to hear it, right? So sometime even you don't know. For me it was sometime hard to fill this prompt because I don't know what kind of tonality to choose, what kind of personality type to choose. But AI can do a better job if we have all the audience related data. If we have single big problem, if we have result information, what result our audience want, what is our product, what it do, then based on this we can predict the best NLP technique, best personality type, best style to mimic, right? So this is also part of how Athena works, and that is why it is quite different from rest of the other implementation. So I hope this you get very clear picture that we are under the hood doing a lot of data processing, and that's what the reason that we cannot directly plug in your OpenAI key, because if we just plug in your OpenAI key, then we have to develop individual Athena for you. So Athena for Elma, Athena for Harish, Athena for Alex, Athena for someone, right? And that is not how we set up it. And this is the reason that we cannot easily just say, okay, plug in your key and you go ahead, because we are doing a lot of in process things here before we hit even the OpenAI key back here again. You can see all this cycle that we are performing. There are a lot of predictions going on. So I think with this background, maybe it's a bit technical, but you understand that there is an AI agent which is smart. It can act as a copywriter, it can act as a growth consultant, it can act as a marketer, it can act as a you can do recipe except cooking food or cleaning house. It can suggest everything that you want from it, right?
Can it create for me a cleaning plan? A spring cleaning plan?
Yes, it can create a cleaning plan that you should wake up at 4 and then work with Chat Athena. Okay, so let me then switch to my other screen. So
And
here, when you log into CrawlQ, you get to a new screen. So a lot of question I got recently, or maybe you are getting, Elma, how to set it up, right? And
yes,
maybe I can do a like from scratch a setup for everyone. Then you
right.
can
We
see.
can do, yes, because this has gone a long way. Before I had to fill up, was it like over 50 questions that I need to
Mhm.
answer before I can create a workspace? But that is not the case now.
Right. Yeah. That's not the case now. You just need to provide some basic detail, and it will do its job on the fly. And it will do its job on the fly in such a way that most of the time I tell people, please don't change anything in the backend unless you are really an expert in your field on your niche, because what job she is doing, Athena, is already good enough, and you don't need to touch it. Because uh, let me tell you also, if I am a business owner, I know about my business in and out, but sometime I might miss things, and that is what exactly Athena is doing here. It is bringing up things which you don't know, and if I keep doing what I know, then also I'm not going to resonate with my audience, because we don't want to write for us, we want to write for our audience. So if you're really not an expert in your niche, you're just starter, even I don't suggest that you touch what kind of background research it create for you. But there are outputs that you can quickly check, and you can say, okay, that's good enough, let's go ahead and create content. So that's what my approach so far now. Whatever different workspaces that I have created for myself for last 2 3 months, I even not touched their market research. So that's the level we have reached right now. And for this you need to go yourself test, but we can do here also some test, right? And then you can ask more question behind, or we can jump into different sections. So, did anyone get the proposal about it? Do you get Elma a proposal?
I did not get a proposal, but it's fine. I only got one website proposal. Okay, I'll send it over to you. Just give me a moment.
Hmm.
Okay, so I have a website, and let's
If you
do one
can
by one.
post me in the Facebook message, then I can pick
Yes,
from
it's
there.
there. Just give me a moment. Sending, and then okay, I found the other two. Okay,
I have one here, luxury electric cars.
right.
And what other?
Um, Only that one, and okay, the target is okay. The main point of interest is electric cars,
Yeah.
and target are new car buyers,
Okay. Oh, no worries. We can refine it. That's good
right?
idea. My car is totally broken now, so I was also looking for a car. So that can be interesting for me. I I was trying to get one, but then lease company rejected me because I didn't file
What?
my this year account. But anyway, so making fun. But I'm looking for a new car because old car is just broken. So we can do that definitely. Let's do that. I will make a new workspace from the start. I will name
Okay.
it um,
Okay.
luxury electric car.
Added millennials as well. New car buyers, millennials.
Yeah, we will do that. We will do that.
Okay.
So let's name workspace, right? Luxury electric cars. Hope you can see my screen, right? This is
Yes,
not
you can see your
fancy.
screen.
Workspace name is just a persona name, unique name that you want to give. Every tool has that something that you need to give a name so it can recognize. Domain name, simple, easy. We'll just copy it from here. We'll go easy, right? Here we copy it. So two fields I have filled right now, and it's not really something that is difficult, right? Company name I believe is Lucid Motors. So Lucid Motors. Um, do we have information that which country it? And maybe I can go with
US.
US. We can go with United States because let me tell you that this information really impact the result also. So United
Oh,
States.
while we are talking about this, would you be able to show also the difference between with and without using Reddit and Quora? Something that came
Uh,
up, yes, that I kept
we can
on getting asked. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that, but let's make the simple way, simple
Mhm.
setup here, right? And we can do that as well, or I can follow up with that. But let's try to make this setup as easy as possible. So right now I put workspace name, luxury electric cars. I copy pasted the domain name. I put the company name, and the target topic that we are trying to do is best electric car, best electric let's say put like best luxury
Okay. Best
electric
luxury car.
car, right?
One moment. City is California. State is California.
State is California,
Los
but I
Angeles
was
then. LA.
yes, yes, we can put Los Angeles.
Luxury.
I'm not sure if I'm typing the spelling of Los Angeles
L
correctly.
O S E N G E.
LOS
That's correct then. Space ANGE.
A N
GE
G L
LES.
yes, Los Angeles. Okay, good. When we set up a workspace, it's good to name the correct city name and the country, because we are going to pull also data, relevant data based on the company headquarter information. So it's good to keep them as accurate as possible. So okay, if suppose the owner of this company want to talk
Oh,
tomorrow
wait,
and
wait. It's LOS without E. Yeah, yeah. LOS, Los Angeles, without E at the end. Yeah.
okay, this one.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, very good. Then let's think very simple here. Don't we don't want to get complex. Someone who is selling this or owner of this company, if he's doing himself or someone in the team, you want to think, okay, tomorrow we have a client, we have a coffee. Who is this person might be? So you said millennials, but maybe I can say first time car buyers. Am I correct? Can I take this first time car buyers
Yes, yes, yes,
who
yes.
are looking for sustainable and environment friendly car car for their next drive for their uh, next 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 trip. I'll keep it simple. Yeah, it's not that difficult, right, to write something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a hypothesis that who are these people. First time car buyers is more specific. You can also say millennials who are looking for a new electric luxury car. That can also be possible. But I just want to make it more specific. More specific you make, more better result you get. That's my experience so far of the AI. So first time car buyers who are looking for a sustainable and environment friendly car for their next trip. We filled this first page, right? Anything, any question that you have on this first page, because except these two topic, nothing is fancy here. City, country, company name, domain name, workspace name is not fancy. If you are putting this in a different language, then you will select different language, and then depending on which language you are, you will also choose DeepL or Google. But let's not go there. This is the only information that we need, right?
Right.
Okay, then the next step here we need to fill in product details and founder name. That is also very simple, to be honest, if you ask me. And here we don't want to touch the setting because we assume that Google has the best information. You ask me to provide difference between Reddit and Quora. We can do that, but it just will make our setup time longer. But if you are first time setting the workspace, you don't need to touch these settings. This is fine, perfectly fine. Our product name is this company a car dealer? I assume so, right? lucidmotors.com. So maybe I can say, let us check here. Best lucid car to reach benchmark setting. Seems like um, they are car dealer, a luxury car dealer, and specialize in different types of luxury cars. That's what I can make out from it. So I will go with this as a product name, like electric
Oh, there
lux.
is. I see one car model here. It's called Air Grand Touring.
Okay, that's
I'll send
also
it to
good.
you. I'll send it
Yeah,
to you. Just give me a moment. Yeah.
yeah. That will be good if I get a specific product name. Then we get more better results.
Right. So this is what happens when we do a live demo, very specific, and we are just finding out things now.
Yeah, Air Grand Touring.
Right.
Is the
And
name.
yes, is Air Grand Touring is one of the car models, and then Lucid Motors is a brand. It's actually
Okay.
not a dealer. It's like a Tesla, but now it's
Mhm.
called Lucid. So
Okay. So if I say product name as Lucid Motors,
just
um,
I think Lucid is enough because they are Lucid. It's not Lucid Motors, in fact.
okay. So if I say Lucid Air Grand Touring, electric luxury car, maybe that's is good enough for the context,
Yes.
because It's just you want to pull relevant terms here with your product name. So get more contextualize. Remember, that's what we want to do. Give more context to AI so that learn better. And I'll put the founder name here, Lucid Motors for now. Doesn't matter. We can
Okay.
also put the name of the person, but founder name is not really important unless we are signing our emails, and that was the of course idea here. Sometimes it can pull profile also in some cases, but let's go with this approach, right? So we did two screens, right? Previous screen clear, this screen clear, we are not touching here. Top of the funnel, these all data sources, we put the product name, founder name, next. And this is the last one. Now you might have noticed that we have a lot of inputs or a lot of different types of template that you can choose. But in the beginning, it's good idea to go with the pre-selected template. Anyone, let's not go with all of them. We want to see first one, persona journey or persona summary. So you can see here, most important persona summary. That's what we are going to check. We might also check about the campaign brief or creative brief for this. And believe me, this what output you get is already very extensive. So you can spend your like 4 or 5 days only on going through it, preparing your strategy. And don't think this is a content creation right now. You can create content also in the setup, but we really want to focus on our strategy. Okay, Peter, I'll put your name next time. So I can.
I had to do a bit of research while you were talking. Like, oh,
Right,
okay, who is the
right,
CEO?
right. So as you can see on my screen, we are developing this workspace research. Athena is developing a seed research. We have these data sources, market research, and Google primarily. We have main topic of interest, best luxury electric cars. We are targeting first-time car buyers who are looking for a sustainable and environment-friendly car for their next trip. Product name. And founder name. So that's all input that you can review again. And you can see here Athena is busy researching through the different stages of the funnel. So once she get the seed input, then she develop entire question answer pairs for attract stage. Attract stage is the top of the funnel stage. Once she do that, again it contextualize the learning from seed stage and attract stage, and it goes through the listen stage. So it's really then listening all other information, and then it build upon the desire stage. So it's the middle of the funnel. In middle of the funnel, it goes big deeper into dreams, desires, suspicion, books they read, what they do, and from all this again it learn and contextualize the information for the bottom of the funnel. And bottom of the funnel is going more deeper into the product, service, how it work, what is our offer, what environment we are in. So all kind of different things. And once we do that, it create output for those templates that we have selected in the beginning. So here is a selected template. Now for example, this one is more about the customer journey. This is our persona summary. This is if Peter want to start a campaign, marketing campaign, it will go into detail of that, and a creative brief. So these four important documents are in front of our screen. We can first see the persona summary. That will be very interesting. So my ideal prospect in this case is Nihal. It comes up with this name, Athena. I don't know where she find Nihal, but this person is 38 year old, New York City resident, and this person is interested in finding the best luxury car that can provide him with amazing driving experience and also reduce his carbon footprint. Makes sense, right? We even though we did not talk about carbon footprint, but you can see that Athena has come up with his own idea of carbon footprint, right? Then who is the decision maker? So in this case, this person himself might be decision maker, or people who are in high level executives who value sustainability and want to hit the road with style, luxury, and advanced technology are the right people for this kind of cars. They are looking for car that is not only environment friendly but also give them freedom to travel without compromising comfort and performance. Now, what they are busy with? We don't want to go here detail because then we can spend the whole evening here. Environment friendly, so that's what they are looking for: design, safety, performance, technology. Without going into detail, it gives a lot of information about what is their pain point. um, the pain point is their anxiety. Luxury cars should be a long range, so range anxiety. So their main problem. Even for me, I was worried if I buy a electric hybrid vehicle, should I go hybrid or electric? Because then, if I go from Amsterdam to Paris, will it survive in the big, or do I need to stop many times? Charging time, the cost, the performance, right? Environmental impact. um, I'm not reading in detail, but believe me, this is the level of detail that you're not going in. We are not even going into market research and changing anything right now. And this is already GPT 3.5. So it's a chat GPT kind of information that you're getting right now. It's very, very high quality. It's not like the old model versions. So here we already working with GPT 3.5, and believe me, GPT 3.5 is more better at providing more accurate and specific information. When it comes to GPT 4, and we can talk long about it, but it get more creative. And for now, we're doing very good job with that. So five need statement of Nihal, who is looking for this. He's looking for an impressive range, stylish and premium car. He's looking for cutting edge technology, advanced safety features. He's looking for fast and responsive. Blah 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 blah. Right? Let's not. So you already got this. I think I don't need to uh, I don't need to evidence further that how important this output for Peter to go through it to really understand in depth what are customer touch points, auto shows, dealership, online reviews, comparative website, social media. These are your social touch points. There can be different geographies. These are your competitors, for example, Lucid Air, Tesla, Audi, blah blah blah. So you see like how in depth was persona summary, and I have not opened on all other document. What I love here is also, if I have a 1 hour here, I can go with Peter and explain everything here. Okay, what are the awareness? What are the five drivers that will trigger the awareness stage of Nihal? What are the barrier to his awareness stage? Limited driving range, increasing gas price, harmful emissions. You name it. It builds your entire persona journey of each stages of the funnel, and it's really really important as a business owner, or if you are even affiliate, to go through, understand this. And this is really really in-depth stuff, and I'm not even touching any market research right now. Right, I don't need to, because maybe I'm not the best expert or engineer on this electric car, but I'm just getting the most important pain points that I want to work with, and that is good enough, right? If Peter want to launch a campaign, it also provide an campaign, and these campaign templates. I don't know, many of you don't know, but I also help Philips, and recently I was able to help also Coty, a big brand,
Mm,
perfume brand, and
yes.
there I worked directly in their main marketing department. So I picked up a lot of things like best campaign templates, best briefing templates, all these, and I implemented inside CrawlQ. These are really really valuable template that big brands use to when they start their creative campaign. So this is like if he want to start a how to win campaign for his market, these are the challenges, objectives and KPIs that he need to chase. How can he increase his brand penetration by by certain percentage? It's really really valuable information here, and we are not just talking about content creation, but we are talking about our marketing strategy. Even if you want to go for creative brief, want to create different types of personality, food type, it even gives like what kind of dress or Nihal should wear, what are fashion statements or consumer styles. There's a lot of information that you can design your creative campaign, or you can dig deeper here. You can create even your mid journey prompt, like your visual kind of things are also here. So it's a complete package of a kind of a consultant that you will hire. Even at a level of McKinsey will provide you all these details and maybe charge thousands of dollars, but here you have it in this one two three four templates. I haven't touched any content creation. I'm just talking about the strategy part here. It also fill up your content calendar as you start developing more content. You can anytime go to um, here in the market message, and you can select any of this template. You want to run Facebook ad, no problem. You want to run Twitter thread, no problem. You are more interested in different type of psychological problem. Oh, no, sorry, no psychological problem frameworks.
There was another person talking about mental issues the other day. Okay,
Yes,
so we have to praise
yeah,
our words
right, no
nicely.
problem, no problem. Psychological framework, different types of. You said you in the marketing you learned psychology of marketing, and these are different types of frameworks.
Yes,
If you are recruiting influencer, like okay, copywriting, you want to become yourself copywriting, you want to start email marketing, LinkedIn, YouTube, coding, all kind of prompts that you can imagine are here. You just need to select one, for example this, maybe one another, like for example if I want to go Twitter thread, and there are more, and I'm going back very soon to chat Athena how to use them there also. But you can just press this button, create draft, and believe me, we are not even talking about how to go into market research and change something. Why I would change something? Because I'm getting so good output here. So everything that is in the market research, believe me, this is the picture that I showed you earlier, is more like all these data which contextualize and trigger more models, right? So if I have enough context which is triggering this, that's good enough already. um, Twitter thread is here. um, these are different tweets, and we will do it in a different way also. But are there some questions here? Because
no questions so far. They were just like, wow, amazing,
mhm,
right?
okay, very good. So as I said, I don't encourage you to touch your market research unless you're really expert in your niche. If you are expert, feel free to spend your time, make some changes here that you think is necessary. But as I said, this model is not based on a fine tuning approach. So if you make in fine tuning, if you make a mistake in fine tuning, this is carry forward, because if your training data is wrong, then your entire thing can get wrong. So garbage in, garbage out. But here we are using in context training. So every time you generate new response, it is pulling up the right and relevant context. And then it is also allowing you to change during chat Athena, or later you can make some changes here also, right? So this approach is elegant in the sense that it works like how chat GPT also work, because it can go back into their chat, into the window, and pull up the right reference. So that's something here is more advanced, because it is based on the company data. Everything is there. You don't need to come up with more creative prompt. You don't need to spoon feed a lot to get right output, because every time you create, it's already a good output. You can imagine that what I showed you on the strategy is already quite good in depth. So why not then when I click chat Athena is already benefiting from all this context already, right? So
Right.
at this moment I want to then go back here and start the fresh chat. We can you have here different types of setup. It will load all your workspace. Once you are in chat Athena, you don't need to go back again and again. If you have 5 different workspace, you can just switch. Right now we are into luxury electric cars workspace. There's some video here, you can get started, you can watch it how to use it. This basic and advanced, so here is also difference. Basic version use everything as a best source from all these sources that it has learned or contextualized. So basic is all. Basic means all, and it also refer to the previous immediate previous input. So that's the difference. It is important to understand that basic means it will pull up the best context depending on what query we are typing here. And when I say advanced, I can guide it to more specific, to market research, to market insights. If I can also feed data from Quora, Reddit, that is a separate data input add-on that you can purchase, and you can also get information from Quora and Reddit, and that's what I call social listening. And URL was something that I didn't talk, but in the beginning you could also put an URL of your website. But do we really need to do that? Unless we are really, I mean, if you're doing first time setup, we want to go like a straight, uh, let's not do all this thing and come to here, and you already see that how amazing it is. And if I do more, of course it can get better and better, but to at what point you will recognize that this is better than this, it will be hard, right? But let me go with the market research advanced here. You can also go with GPT 3.5. For here, when I switch on this creative accelerator, then I am also making Athena to predict this everything by itself. So this is very, very big. This is what called creative accelerator. When I switch on this, in addition to all the context that it has learned, is also pulling up a creative brief from all this information, predicting itself what is the best. Is it millennial? Is it generation Z? Do we select adventure? This all getting filled up by Athena herself without you doing any hard work. So that's a big win here, because it's not easy sometimes to just understand what creative accelerator. And when I switch on chat mode on, that means I am also switching on the learning mode. That means it will keep learning from the previous responses. So let's start with some basic questions. um, let's say, what are the top benefits of luxury cars, or let's say top benefits of an electric. And you can ask audience, like if there are some specific question in this context that we can ask. We can also put this same prompt maybe in chat GPT and see some comparisons. But let me first start with basic GPT 3.5 advanced mode, market research, and without any creative accelerator or chat mode I will keep on, because then we will start keep learning from the previous responses.
And that's actually pretty quick. It's just like normal chat GPT in terms of speed. So
When it is GPT 3.5, it's very quick, but also when it is GPT-4, then I think OpenAI is still struggling with their kind of servers, and the time is there when we hit the OpenAI model, not in the time of predictions and all those things. But you see, there are several benefits of owning a luxury car: environment friendly, cost effective, and we are talking about not luxury car but electric luxury cars. Cost effective, quite a smooth ride, advanced technology, performance. So you get it, right? This is the starting point. Now let's say we ask some more question: how electric car will help my audience. You don't need to name, you can say anything, because it is contextual, it understand. I can also say ideal prospect, or I can say my persona, doesn't matter. How electric car will help my ideal prospect to save carbon footprint, right? It's a complex question. I think it's a bit difficult to answer easily, right? So let's generate this response as well. If someone has a chat GPT open, then can also write the same thing there, and we can check. But let's see. So electric cars emit no tailpipe emissions. Makes sense? Which means they do not emit harmful pollutant that contribute to air pollution and climate change. This is contrast to traditional cars that emit pollutants such as carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and particulate matter. By driving a luxury electric car, your ideal prospect will be able to significantly reduce their carbon footprint and help the environment. Additionally, luxury electric cars can be charged using renewable energy. So makes sense, right? It's this is all makes sense. It explain why this is good and it will help to save carbon footprint. Now we will ask the same question, but now we will go a little bit creative. So we are going to uh, first put GPT-4 and we are going to select this creative accelerator. So what we are doing here, we are switching on a additional brief to AI to contextualize, and we are saying that give me best style, blah 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 blah, right? And let's see what is the difference between this output and this output. Again, our prompt is same. So it is going to take a little bit time now because you can imagine that it is trying to get all the context and it is also building a predictive creative brief on top of it, and then we are calling to GPT-4. That is also again a lot, but I can tell you what it's doing. In addition
Mhm.
to what it does in the previous step, it is also predicting the best um, brief here. So it is pulling the information about creative goal, which is my audience profile, what is my creative theme, what tonality should I use, which style we can mimic, what is the personality type, what literary devices I should use, which hypnotic NLP. NLP here is not natural language processing, but
Yep.
neuro linguistic pattern, conversational technique I can use. And all the data is there in the system. Athena has a like a predictive way to so it will take okay, this is my topic, this is Nihal, he's 38-year-old, he has this problem, he's looking for this. So based on a set of particular data, it will predict this creative brief and further add it into the context, and then the output obviously should differ than what it was original. So I guess is still here. We can see output now, and now it is a bit bigger. So it is start like a speech. My fellow Americans, in the era of climate change and environmental concerns, there is growing need for each one of us to take responsibility for our actions and their impact on our planet. It is in our hands to make a choice that is not only convenient and efficient but also supports the well-being of future generations. That's where electric car comes into picture, offering a powerful solution to help reduce our carbon footprint. So compared to this text, big difference, right?
Very big difference.
Right. Imagine a world where our vehicle emit no harmful pollutants, contributing to the cleaner air and healthier environment. This vision is not a distant dream, but it's within the reach with adoption of electric cars. Now you might be saying, okay, very good, but this is what Nihal would get entertained. This is not entertaining you, Peter. This is more for Nihal to read it, get excited, and that's why it is a difference because every
And
concept
get
that
and buy a lucid car, right?
yes, buy a lucid car. Can you? So I will ask Athena. Can you analyze above output if this follows a creative brief? I'll ask a simple question again, and we want to analyze this output whether it follows a certain specific why this is different. Like Athena can answer us why this is different than the other output. For example, I should have maybe switched off the chat mode, but because I just wanted to analyze the previous input. But that's how you can again analyze. And not only this, you can take the best performing marketing copy on LinkedIn for your niche. You can put it here, um, press this button, and again analyze that, and or maybe ask rewrite this for my audience, and it will work. It will work definitely. So it's going to take a little time, but in the meantime, I'll keep maybe showing you why this.
Okay. In the meantime, we can do actually answer some questions. Okay.
Mhm, mhm,
From
mhm.
setting up from scratch. Okay. So some people are just joining now. So just want to let you know that what we have covered so far is how to create a workspace in Athena, in CrawlQ, and this takes like 5 minutes, and you only need to enter your website, your main topic of interest, location, language, very very few inputs, like very nominal inputs. It used to be around 55 questions, and you don't have to fill up those questions anymore. Okay, that's number one. Number two is that Harry showed us what is the framework behind CrawlQ and why is it different versus other writers. And then the third one is we started to create or we generated some assets, like what is the buyer persona and stuff like that. And then now we are doing Chat Athena, where we have both GPT 3.5, GPT-4. Harish also explained advanced versus basic, creative accelerator, and it also actually has SEO accelerator, where it shows us what keywords to use for us to have a actually for us to rank higher in Google as well. So
Yeah,
Athena can do that. That's really really amazing. Now, some of the questions that we got last time. Okay, so we finished now, right? Okay,
yeah.
we continue, and
So
then when Athena is working later, we continue with the questions.
right. So I will explain because
Mm-hmm.
you guys ask, you might be wondering, hey, this looks very normal text. What I do with, but Athena can explain you. She can explain that this text you can compare, right? The previous text was more informative. This text is more marketing, more possible with a certain specific framework. So it follows a framework and it explained by itself. So this analyzing the above output, it appears the following some aspect of the creative brief that it follows. So it is for the generate demand, so for economic decision maker. So this is what you can see also the data that I was talking about. So it understand, okay, is brand awareness or generate demand. So you can see here, right, generate demand. So this is how it think, okay, this is I need to for these luxury cars, I need to write a article that will or post which will generate demand. The output focus on generating demand by highlighting the benefit of electric car in terms of environmental impact and driving experience. However, it does not specifically target the economic aspect of the decision making process. So it will also give you what it does in terms of demand generation, but what it do not do. And then you can do some changes here. You can edit this by just clicking it here. And that's what I'm saying, that you can interject. You can add some sentences here that you think is the true expectation of yours for Nihal to understand what you are trying to achieve. And if you add some more items here, mm, good, because then you can save it and Athena will start learning. And that's why I switched on this mode. And you can analyze this. It says creative theme. So luxury is the creative theme. The output does not strongly emphasize the creative as luxury aspect of the electric car, which is an important element of the creative brief. So it is criticizing itself, and this is really good because um, we want to have two things. We want to have adaptive learning, so we want to know if this is good enough. Can we change this output? And feedback process. So we can also give AI a feedback that include this aspect more. And if you do 3 4 times, then this workspace will work like charm. Next time an inquiry come, someone like Harish ask, I want to book a luxury car. Peter just need to type in here, respond to Harish, and write these 2 3 things that you think will be important, or just respond to Harish and it will put up the best response to me. That's what the power. Tonality, we are using encouraging, supportive, inspiring tonality. Writing style, we are using Gary Vaynerchuk. It is trying to mimic the Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't know why, but yes, it is. You can change it. Visionary personality type. It provides a thing. Literary devices. It says which NLP technique we are using. So neuro linguistic pattern, we are using value linking. The output does not attempt to link the benefits of electric car with the prospect's emotional need, but can be improved by making the connection stronger and more explicit. So this is what the power, like it is criticizing its output also, and you can add some more thing. So you see my point, like you can interject now some of your idea, and if you do 3 4 times, and that's what this mode is all about. It's learning, and you will make this assistant more and more powerful, right? Hope this gives interesting idea. Now you can also go here and start um, doing different things. You can say, okay, I want to generate Twitter thread, or I want to do an email. Maybe I want to use this email. Here also you can switch on the creative accelerator, and make email more creative, or you can go with plain basic, means let's say do this very, because this I want to do it quick. That's why I'm selecting GPT 3.5. But you can select GPT-4. You can do the creative accelerator with each of these prompt. There are more than 1000 plus prompts in the library, and it touch every channel, from not every channel but most of the channel, right? So it will produce an email. Discover the lucid car, lucid air grand touring electric lucid car. Dear prospect, are you looking for an ultimate driving experience while reducing your carbon footprint? Blah blah. It's just an example. I can make it as good as you want by just switching this accelerator. But since we are on the time, I also want to
Um. Okay. What do you want to show? Because we actually have some questions. So what we can do is we can also run
I
plus the
can I
creative
can
accelerator. Mhm.
I can run a blog, and then in
Ah,
the
okay.
meantime it will run. We can take some questions.
Okay.
Does that make
Cool.
sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Uh, so for blog, the prompt is really simple. Write a blog post on the topic in the quote,
Quotes.
inverted
Okay.
quote. We say best um, luxury electric car to save. Let's go with something to save carbon footprints. Maybe this is a
Or,
bit
or
longer
or can
topic.
we just say best luxury electric car to minimize carbon
Yeah,
footprint? Can we do
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. To to minimize carbon footprints. Okay. Um, we can take questions while
Okay. So
this will run. I will put this SEO accelerator, and to get the quick result, I'm using GPT 3.5. But of course, we can always make it 4, and it will take a bit longer. But let's see here. I'll push this.
okay. So
Yeah, you can
okay.
ask me
So
question in the
Athena
meantime.
is now typing. So first thing is that okay. The first thing that I actually got asked is CrawlQ still available on LTD? And it's not.
Right, right.
The last time I did a live stream, I was offering this to everyone, and we said that okay, we have. I already forgot how much discount, and it was a pretty good offer where you can purchase it for an agency account, and you have to pay for in 4 installments, right? But that isn't
Mhm.
the case anymore. So there's no longer an LTD. Now, any deals for CrawlQ or coupons?
I can answer the first one. We are not doing any more lifetime deal since
Mm-hmm.
February this year. Throughout the last year, almost 8 months, 6 months, and then again in January, I really ask everyone to upgrade, because I was all planning these kind of things, and this is going to cost a lot of credit. So I was saying, okay, you can upgrade to agency, and that is unlimited credit. That was one. But also when I offer a lifetime deal, everyone criticize that seems that they are not making revenue, so they are making lifetime deals, right? So I thought this time I'll cut it off and then only focus on my monthly recurring revenue. At the same time, my strategy was also to reach out to bigger companies like Philips or IKEA or to EY, to work with them so that I can get some funding from them and keep growing CrawlQ. And that's what exactly I did. So I stopped with lifetime deals, and that really helped me to increase our monthly recurring revenue, but also focus on more big brands, which I can get significant and valuable interest. So last 3 4 months, I'm also working with Philips, and there I got a lot of ideas to improve, and they also really like this tool. So my end goal is to make it enterprise ready, but at the same time, for all small business owners like you and me, I also make want to make it really really valuable. But for this, you need to help me so that I can also build some monthly cycling revenue. Otherwise, it's not easy to keep sustain the lifetime deal. So I don't, unfortunately, no lifetime deal, but with this discount, like 40% I started, then again now 25%, and also on the annual plans I can offer any of the group member a very, very significant steep discount. If you make it total, it will also come up to same like lifetime deal. So that is something that we can discuss and agree with if you are a member of lifetime group community, for example, right?
Okay. So
So
if you have any questions about this deal, you can either reach out to me or to Harish, and we can always discuss what is possible. Okay.
mhm.
Okay. So the next question is, can we export all these to CSV?
Right now, if there's a blog or anything, you can just copy it and paste it, but not to CSV right now. It's not like possible to export this entire chat into CSV right now, not. But
Okay.
if there is a demand like this, we can do it. So this
Okay.
is SEO blog. Are there more questions?
Actually, just one more about the WordPress integration.
WordPress integration is right now not on my list. But what I'm planning to do first is to there are two things I'm working with Chat Athena, and one thing is already like final, which is real-time web browsing. So I think we are almost there. Either tonight or tomorrow, you can already test. I can also test right now, but there are some exceptions we are hitting. And another one is ability to retrieve information from large database. So suppose if you have tons of PDF or you have zip files or you have somewhere your directory, you can all zip it, throw it here, and then Athena will also start extracting the information from there. So information retrieval from large data plus a web browsing. Once we have it, then we make the complete package of Chat Athena Pro. And then I also want to bring quickly the mobile version, which is just a web app. It's not a mobile app, but web app. I want that when you fine tune it, you don't need to go to your laptop. You are going outside for walking. You are in the train. You are cooking. Some message come, and then you can just use Chat Athena to reply that. That's what I want for you, and that's what I'm working to get the mobile version.
Yes.
That will
Okay.
be that will be amazing, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. So
Okay. Let's continue with the blog.
I want to show you this blog which I did with 3.5. This is still okay, and it really is a different type of blog because this blog that you see is talking to persona. It also adapt the most recent structure, so it follows the EEAT structure of Google. EEAT means experience, expertise, authority, trustworthiness. So that's what Google want us to be showing in our blog post, these three things. And then previous version of Google, an update that came was also persona or people first content, means focus towards persona. So if I read even few paragraphs of this blog, which I don't want to go through, but let's see. In today's world, people are becoming increasingly aware of the impact that their action have on the environment. This has led to a growing interest in the sustainable and eco-friendly technologies, including electric car. Luxury electric cars are a great way for those who value both performance and sustainability. If you are blah, 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 this luxury car, this is this electric. So meet Nihal. Nihal. Very, very important that we are talking to Nihal, 38-year-old New Yorker who is passionate about reducing his carbon footprint and wants to make a positive impact on the environment. Nihal has been researching online luxury cars, but he's blah blah. So we are talking to persona every time. California's incentive for luxury car. We are talking about top luxury electric cars. The way it work, it crawl the top 10 positions. in some cases top 20, depending on whether we find enough context. So see under the hood what is going on. We're crawling the top position. From the top position, we are taking the all H2 and H3 tags. From there, we are making the unique titles, and then we are adapting this unique H2 H3 tag to the structure that we have imposed on EEAT. Now I can go detail and tell you again, there is a structure like this. There is a structure like this which is on EEAT blog, and I produce this also a structure using the latest guidelines from blog. So start with introduction, it goes into problem, then it explain the problem, it explain the main topic of interest, then it discuss the different comparisons, and it comes to some certain conclusion. So the blog structure is not like you just type in something and it will produce a kind of lengthy content. No, it follows a specific structure. So you see it going into problem, it showing some examples, and it's using word like understanding the importance. You can see it from this. It's not like just informative blog. Understanding this and that is fuel, then it's answering some question, top electric cars. You can see it's a very long blog. But now you might question me, um, how does this perform on search, or can we show if it has some topic coverage or something? Of course, there are jillion tool there which can help you to analyze if it follows the topic scores or not. And my one of my favorite is surfer and phrase. I don't have surfer right now, but I can create a fresh document for you, to just analyze this document. So this is our query: best luxury electric car to minimize carbon footprint, right? Our country is US, language English. Let's create a document. I'm sure many people are familiar, right,
Yes,
with the phrase.
we have a few tools to do this.
Right. There are more tools actually to
Right.
which can do that. But let's see what kind of articles phrase is taking, and what else we can do with this article to improve it. And still, we are confident that what Chat Athena produce is really good one.
Okay, so while we are analyzing a phrase, you pulled out an Excel file earlier, like a Google Sheet or an Excel file earlier,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they were asking what was that Excel file about.
No, I was just showing you what is the back engine of Athena do when you select the creative briefing. So when you do the creative brief, there are different types of mimic style, personality type, hypnotic, this NLP technique, neuro linguistic programming, that all goes under the hood in a black box that you don't see it immediately. But Athena is doing first a lot of contextual information pulling from your market research. Then when I select creative brief or SEO brief, it's adding on top of these different types of information. In SEO brief also it add a lot of this information like creative theme, tonality, personality type. And if I ask you to do it yourself, it's very hard because you don't know which style to pick up, which will be best for Nihal, which is my target audience, right? So Athena do it by itself. But you can also build your own prompt by just filling in here, and instead of selecting the creative brief, you can also just build your own prompt here. You don't need to select this. You can also build your own prompt like that using this. And I have shared this with many, and I can share again. This is a prompt exercise that you should maybe try to learn, because everything now you see is about prompt. More better is a prompt, more better result we can get, right? Does that answer your question about this spreadsheet?
Yes,
Because
it does. It does. Right. And
okay,
this spreadsheet is just for you, right? We don't see this because this is really how you built Athena from at the back end.
you can build your own. It's here. So
Right. Right.
when you click this, you will get a Google Sheet, and you can learn how to build. And once you have your good prompt, that's what I do. I put it in I name it Hypnotic NLP, and I use this. So for example, if I want to use one of these prompt is here, write a 500 word, engage. Most of my Facebook posts also follow a specific style. Last time I created a prompt which I say write a 500 word engaging Facebook post. Why buyer prefer SaaS lifetime deal over monthly subscriptions? Targeting towards SMB solopreneurs. Share a social media post that shared a comprehensive customer journey process for those who want to buy a SaaS lifetime deal or founders who are looking to provide SaaS lifetime deal. Employ a fun, exciting, exuberant theme with a sympathetic understanding, funny and humorous tone, imitate Tai Lopez style, and write for SaaS lifetime deal can move Facebook group where people believe in one-time investment to grab the gold mine as opposed to paying a small amount and building the brand. Sorry for this, but I was giving some meat to AI, and then it came up with some very very creative story which I think I dare not to share because people will get offended. But this is my example, but how this is how you can build some creative example and then you can use it again and again. I can change it and contextualize it for you, and this is exactly following the same structure here. uh, Mimic style, these is you can build your prompt here like this, and you can keep saving them, and next time you just need to press the button and boom, you have it, right? Okay, so our phrase document is ready. What I will
Yes.
do, let me get rid of this. I can copy this. There's a copy button here which just need to press. We go to phrase, we paste it here, and we will see first this button optimize. I'm not a phrase user, but you can see we already got above average. So all our competitors are at 52, but we are covering a topic score of 65. Makes sense? In terms of where we are, maybe we need a little bit work here to add something more, and we will easily pass these people like 65, 60, 70 if we keep adding some. I mean, there are more tools to do that, right? It's not that you only need to do with this tool. And let me tell you, topic score alone is not enough. The output should be really talking to your persona. It should be really making sense. It should have some structure, and if you read this, it's really following a specific structure and very very informative blog. I could have done GPT-4 also, then it will become more kind of nuanced towards a specific context. But you can see the blog is already highly optimized. You can see heat map. This is our content, and I hardly see red. Most of them are green, 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 or some amber. If you put some keyword like that, rewrite it. You need to use maybe Volvo car or art technology. These are the words that is missing. Low emission vehicle, blah blah blah. If you add, then you can even make it 100%, so we can increase our topic score. But you can see already the benefit. You can do the surfer SE also, and without naming the tool, there are tool SEO tools that do same approach. It really is also have inbuilt crawler, so you don't need to create your own H2 tag and tell it what to do. It leverage everything that has behind the CrawlQ engine, like your persona details, your product details, and the blog that you get is much more concise or comprehensive in terms of coverage. It's not generally generic content about electric car, but it's talking about our persona and in a very specific theme. And I have no doubt that Google will like it. And I don't care about Google, but I care about Nihal, and I want that
Yes, we
Peter.
should care about Nihal because he
Yes, yeah,
is the one who is going to pay
yeah,
us
yeah,
to get the
yeah.
car, right?
I care for Peter, and Peter care for Nihal, and that's how we build this tool, right? So that was on SEO. Um, what else I can show? I can't show right. Maybe I can try, but I don't know if it will going to work or not. Um, so let me try. Um, what are different types of car on this page? I'm not sure it's going to work or not, but I'm just giving because we are still testing this approach. And let's keep it 3.5 to get the response more faster. So you understand, we are trying to browse this real time and get some
Mm-hmm.
information from this page and let Athena write it. Different types of car on this page are variations of the lucid car. It's
Of lucid
very, very
air. Right.
lucid air. Yeah, lucid air. I don't. It
Right.
gave me
When
very,
I
very.
go to the site, they have two types. One is air and one is gravity. And I have no idea what the difference is, but I only know they have two.
Okay, we can do something more.
Mm.
Explain the different types of car on this page, and maybe a little bit more.
And
Uh,
actually, I think that landing page only shows air. And then if you want to see gravity, you need to click a different link.
okay,
That's why it only says air.
I'm trying this time with the GPT-4
Okay.
market research. Also, I'm adding some context and I'm building upon what it has learned previously. But wait, maybe yeah, it's fine because we are not giving this whole blog content into learning because it's too much. So
Mm-hmm.
all the 500 words kind of responses are included in Athena learning. Otherwise, if we include the whole blog, then it will produce a lot of irrelevant context. Also, we want to build this chat mode or learning mode in a sense that it can really precisely answer questions that come on customer surveys or emails, or we can really use it while walking and answering questions, responding to comment, and we want to make it more conversational agent rather than an informative blog or something, right? So that's why it's carefully selecting only the question responses for the training purpose.
So are you saying that can I create a chatbot, for example, whatever chatbot app I'm using right now, can I integrate it with Athena in the future so that it answers
Yes,
my
yes, that's what
client?
I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. That
Okay.
while cooking, while reading, you should be able to answer it. Integration is just another step where we can provide an API or webhook where you can implant this on a website like this, right? And if a client come and ask some question here, once you monitor some responses and your Peter is confident that okay, most of the responses are coming good, then why not implement this, because it's going to give more detailed, more better response based on what question they are asking. So we got some response. Oh my god, here we have lucid air is available in 4 different configuration, each with different starting prices and feature. Lucid air pure, this is the base model with a starting price of $87K. It comes with an estimated EPA. I am not reading the page, but I'm assuming that someone can verify this from this page. You can check. It goes into Lucid Air Touring. Touring model starts with this price and it has an EPA range of 425 miles uh, with equipped with 19 wheels. I don't know what that means, 19 wheels. Lucid Air Grand Touring, then another price, and it explain it. Lucid Air Dream. Lucid Motor is committed to innovation, luxury, and sustainability. Please note the price mentioned above exclude tax, blah blah blah. So it's almost like it taking everything that is here on this page and explaining different models. I don't know if you really crawl all details because I don't see here view all or stories, but this is what I got if I put this URL.
Okay.
And I can also connect with stories. So imagine if you can start building prompt like this, explain my prices to customer who is asking, take this page, and if you start building your prompt saving here, next time a question come, you just need to go here, use, and output come, and you copy paste back that output to your customer. That's it. And if we integrate it on this website, then customer will ask and it will respond back. Once you have verified, okay, for few responses, that's working good, right? Because nothing, it's not synthesizing, it's real time browsing this web page and providing you the information. So this is exciting web browsing we
Very,
can do,
very exciting.
right? And imagine if we can throw some information in a bulk using our PDF, PowerPoint, with our Word document, Excel. We just zip it here on our drive. Let's say if we have drive, I zip it, I throw it into Chat Athena, and then it will start pulling the information from there also. So it's amazing. So that's the next two last steps. And once we have that mobile app, then we have a very good version, which is I'm sure you already noticed that it's much more advanced than right now Chat GPT. But Chat GPT is also, of course, evolving, and it's a different use case. um, and this Chat Athena Pro has a different use case. It's purely for your marketing, growth consulting, copywriting, strategy, and it's very specific and fine tuned towards your persona and business.
All right. So thanks so much for this, Harish, and all the updates right now. And for them to use, okay, let me just say, okay. So if I am a current CrawlQ user, I do have to pay for this ChatGPT 4 add-on, right?
Right. So if you have a lifetime deal or you're a monthly subscriber, you need to upgrade to ChatGPT Pro. It comes with GPT-4, it comes with SEO accelerator, it comes with creative brief that I showed you. It comes with automated training. So it's kind of a, you can build a chatbot application for your website. And as we are evolving, right, once you work with few workspace, you test it, you're building the foundation. So you can see you're paying for SEO tool, you're paying for maybe a chatbot, you're paying for many different things. It's all combined in one, and you need to just upgrade to this. And I'm running also a discount. So monthly price is $29, but right now someone who is an existing user can upgrade it with a 25% discount, which is $21, which is $1 more than a Chat GPT Plus subscription. In $1, you are getting all these additional things that you can do which you cannot do with Chat GPT.
Okay, that's cool. So just to let you know, guys, that the GPT-4 is an add-on. And anyway, if we subscribe to ChatGPT Pro, they call that Pro, right?
Yeah, Chat
It
GPT Pro, yes.
costs 25 per month, I believe.
29 dollars per month, but we are running a discount.
No, not this one, but the Open AI license. I think
OpenAI is
they're
$20. It's a flat
$20.
$20.
But do remember that, okay, even though the OpenAI account or the ChatGPT Pro in OpenAI costs $20 per month, it is not trained on doing this kind of market research or specific language pattern that we need to use to be able to reach our audience,
Yes, you need to do a lot of spoon feeding, and once you
right?
do spoon feeding, sometime it also start reproducing that, because it's not learning any more new thing unless
Mm-hmm.
you are providing. Here, it's learning itself different things. It's picking up best style. It is picking up goal awareness depending on the content, and there is also big prompt library that goes behind it, and it's SEO blogs and all those things that are not there in Chat GPT right now.
Right. And for our viewers, do let me know if you plan to do give them a discount because it's no longer available on LTD. Sorry, guys, you missed it out from last year or January. And I will talk to Harish a bit later and see what we can offer you for the for the MR. So you can either pay monthly or annually. Okay.
Yeah. There's also this, I would like to mention that this offer that I'm doing with LTD users is lifetime discount. So it remains,
Mm,
you can pause anytime, you can resubscribe. When you will resubscribe, you will just ask me the code. I will give you a new code. Like you also did some time back, if you remember, Elma, that you resubscribe to Reddit Cure add-on. I gave you another code and you reactivated it, right? So
right.
you can pause anytime, you can resubscribe, and this is a lifetime discount that I'm offering. So it's also good to mention this.
All right, this is a question from Chai. Actually, we already answered this in the beginning. Can we connect our own open API key? So
Right.
we cannot because CrawlQ is. I think Harry should have to explain. It's too technical for me.
Yeah. So you will lose everything if you connect with your OpenAI key, because your OpenAI key is not fine-tuned, or there is no persona or other attached model to it, because we are using a lot of in context training. So if you put your OpenAI key, then I have to develop separate Athena for you, which is a separate cost for me, which is not desirable, right? Because in other tools, when you're just connecting your OpenAI key, these tools are just calling to OpenAI and producing the output based on what instruction you are giving. Here we are doing a lot of creative briefing, SEO brief, and everything that you generate. Also, we are using our own OpenAI key to pre-generate prompt before we send the prompt. We are generating chained prompt after prompt, and we are adding to it. So if you use your OpenAI key, it's hard to um, do that, because gonna to lose all this creativity that comes with it. And in future, of course, we can plan something where you can integrate for completions, but still there's a significant part of cost where this Athena is maintained and trained, where there's a huge cost around it. So it's not only OpenAI cost, but cost is also maintaining this Athena, which is AWS SageMaker, and there are different things there going on under the hood. Then it's predicting all this creative brief. So it's change prompt, and a lot of things under the hood.
Okay. So also Chai, if you want to know more exactly the framework of the Athena's back end, please watch the video again because we talked about that in depth in the beginning of the video.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And I believe that's the last question we have for today. So again, thanks so much everyone. And yes, this is very exciting. CrawlQ Athena did not make me sleep for the past 2 weeks. I must tell you that because I just keep on testing and testing and testing. And what I also find it really good for is not just, okay, Harry showed us blogs, newsletter, Facebook post. But if you are if you are into lead generation, this is really great for sequence of cold emails as well, and it can really personalize according to the emotion, to the desire of your client. So yes, that's it. And thanks again so much. And I next week we are going to have another live stream at around this time. So just stay tuned, and I'll be. Which one is that? Okay, next week we will have Whisper SEO. Uh, for our live stream. And also, sorry, another thing is that we have BrainCert who just launched on Product Hunt. Product Hunt, the virtual classroom API. If you can upvote them, that would be great as well. And Harish, also let us know if you're going to launch anything on Product Hunt, and we can
Sure.
help you out. Okay.
Thank you
So
so much.
thanks,
Yes.
thank you so much, everyone, and we see you again next week. Bye.
Yes. Bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your day and evening. Bye bye.